So hey, this is Steven again, and this is our first interview of the night, and we are here with Mike, the brewer from Shine in Boulder, Colorado. Mike's going to tell us a little bit about the history of the restaurant, where he's the brewmaster.
So Shine is we've been open since February of 2012. We're right downtown Boulder, and our whole concept is very Boulder cutting edge, very farm to table. We're 85% organic. We are 100% gluten-free kitchen. So if you still would like some bread, we get that from a different bakery. We put it on a different side of the kitchen. And Liberation Ale is actually made from all gluten-free grains. It's sorghum based. It has different types of kiln malted millet, some roasted chestnuts, some Belgian candy sugar, and a couple of secret ingredients that I'm not going to divulge at this point. But you know, being that we're at such a big fest, I think you'll actually be able to walk around and see. You're going to see a lot more gluten-free beers out there. I personally am a very, very serious beer drinker. I enjoy gluten-free beer also, but you know, there's a lot of gluten intolerant people out there, so we're catering to something that's kind of more new, or more nouveau, I guess, as an industry. But
Great. Well, I highly concur. Shine is fantastic. Been there a number of times. The food's wonderful. The atmosphere is tremendous. Really good. And of course, Mike brews some awesome beer. And on that note, let's taste something. What do you recommend?
All right. Well, let's. I'll tell you what. Why don't we go ahead and try a little bit of the gluten-free beer here. It's steeped with elderberry, and the coolest thing about it is elderberries are purple, and it gave me an amber color. So the reason we used elderberry and we use a little lemon balm is not only to cater to the gluten intolerant. It's they've got healing qualities, and so it's kind of like kind of gives you the best of both worlds when it comes to having this beer. You don't have to actually do it specifically because you're gluten intolerant.
Right.
Do it if you enjoy it.
So this is a health drink, evidently, and
A little bit of everything.
wow.
Cheers.
Mike, thank you.
I appreciate it. We'll take care.
Thanks, man. Look what I just did,
Yeah, whatever.
and I'm going to get used to it. All right. So we were talking to Mike from Shine a little bit earlier about gluten-free beer, and the question kind of came to me: what about gluten-free malt? And here we are with Brian from Munton's Malted Ingredients. So my question to you is: are you guys working on something that can be used in the making of gluten-free beer?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, we've been doing it for a while. Sorghum, which is kind of the industry standard for gluten-free beers, that is a product that we do offer up to brewers, but it has some flavor issues. So we've been working with a couple of the Northwest breweries in developing a new product, and where we take the sorghum, strip the flavor out of it, and then toast tapioca to add that flavor, color, malt character back in there. So the thing with gluten-free beers is that when somebody goes to have one, they want a beer-like product. So we really, with this new item, this new sorghum item with the tapioca, we really want to approximate a nice, clean malt flavor, you know, and remove a little bit of the dirty notes that tends to end up at the finish in most sorghum beers.
Okay, right. And then what about color? I guess the color of the brew. That was one thing that Mike was concerned about, and he ended up actually using elderberries, I believe, and that gave it that nice amber hue that we see. How does your gluten-free syrup compare? How does that deal with that?
Well, we go about it in two different ways. With the sorghum itself, through the evaporation or the creating of that extract, it goes through like a Maillard reaction, which is just like toast, right? So the longer you cook it, you get a little color. But with that new sorghum product that we're working on, we're actually taking that tapioca and toasting it to various colors to create kind of a range.
So my last question is sort of, it's answered by the entire question that I've already had. And it is, obviously there's a market for gluten-free products. Is that just in the United States, or do you find that that's a worldwide movement now?
It is a worldwide movement, but the United States is really leading the charge on these kind of beers. You know, we are a bastion of innovation and imagination, and so it's really up to us as a supplier to keep up with what the brewers are looking to do and looking to try to do. And the rest of the world is following our lead. You know, Muntins is an English company. We have a great brewing heritage, but there's now press out there where you see some English brewers that are copying what we're doing here in the States. So taking that English ale and Americanizing it in some way. So, but back to the gluten-free business, yeah, we're definitely leading the charge over here.
Ryan, thank you so much. You've answered some difficult questions. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming by.
So yesterday we were talking about some gluten-free beers, some gluten-free syrups and things like that. Right now we're with the winner of the silver medal for gluten-free beer. This is New Planet out of Boulder, Colorado. Guys, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Appreciate that.
Very much.
So how long have you been brewing this beer?
We've been brewing gluten-free beer since 2009.
2009. Have you been tweaking your recipe as you've been going along?
Oh, most certainly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We started out with our blonde ale. We call it Trent. This is our new packaging coming out later this year.
Okay.
You can see our older packaging, see a little bit of the difference.
Right.
But we started with a blonde ale in 2009, and then we went to a raspberry ale, which 2 years ago won the bronze here. And we introduced our pale ale a couple of years ago, and we have 3 beers that we brewed just for this competition.
I see.
And one of them being the brown ale, which won the silver medal today.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. That's really fantastic. I like to see the home team win. All right.
Thanks, Stephen.
Take care.